Granth Sahib has got another cover. Yeah, this is also Ramals as well. And you've got one to each page. So then what you do is you gently, with respect, you fold one. And we don't call the Guru Grant Sahib a book. It's not a book to us, it's a living Guru. So we don't say this is a page, we call it an ang. Ang means a part of the body, so like an arm or a leg is an ang of a person. So we call every, like what we call it, like a page, we call it an ang. Okay, so you open one side, and then you open the other side. Okay, now can you see that the Guru Granth Sahib is there? Yeah? Can you see that? It's quite easy to read. Yeah? So when you can start reading it, and what you do is when you have the Hukamnama, it's the first shabd on this side of the page. So what would happen is because that shabd starts on the page before, on the ang before, as you lift it up, and then you basically start on that first ang. So those of you who can read Punjabi, you can basically see here, it's beautifully designed. It's got the flowers on the side. It's got the page, the ang number on the top. And there it says here, the Nasri Mahalla Chotha Kar Panchma. So you can see, it's easy to read. So the quicker you read Punjabi, you learn Punjabi, the quicker you can start reading the Guru Granth Sahib. So when you're at home, if you've got mobile phones, etc., you can find the Guru Granth Sahib on there. You might have Potiyan, where you got Guru Granth Sahib. You might have laptops, and you can go to certain websites, and you can start reading the English and Punjabi version of the Guru Granth Sahib. Has anyone got any questions on the Guru Granth Sahib? Yes?
Why does they have like different colours on their feet?
It's not different colours. You mean like this on the side? Or do you mean on top? That's just the border, because what it is the Guru Granth Sahib is beautiful. So the people that print the Guru Granth Sahib, they make beautiful designs, so they put flowers there on the side. And that shows you that's the border of the Guru Granth Sahib. Anybody else got any questions? Yes?
Well, the Guru Grant Sahib ji, well, when you read the Guru Grant Sahib ji, do you read it really fast or do you read it in the middle or really slow?
When you read the Guru Granth Sahib ji, it's always best to read it slow. Because when you read it slow, then people can understand what you're reading. Okay? Some people, it's not a race of how quickly you can read through the whole Granth Sahib ji. It's not a race, it's more about how you understand the Guru Granth Sahib ji. Because the Guru Granth Sahib ji is not just there for you to just keep reading and reading. The Guru Granth Sahib ji is there for you to follow it. So that's why in Gurbani it says, Gurbani Vicharo, which means don't just read the Guru Granth Sahib, understand the Guru Granth Sahib, and then it says Gurbani Baniye, which means eventually become like the Guru Granth Sahib. Whatever the Guru Granth Sahib says to you, become that in your life. Okay, so once you've finished reading it, what we do is then, you put the Ramals back like this, and then you put the Ramals back like this. You see how much the Guru Granth Sahib is protected? Yeah? And then you put these back as well. Okay, so now we can have the second batch of children. So if you guys have seen this, then come and stand there. If you couldn't see it properly, then you come here as well. Okay, so if you couldn't see it properly, then come here again. Okay, now we'll let these children come and stand with us as well.
Just line up ready for these guys. So go to the toilet, shoes on, thank you.
The rest of the children come. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru.
No touching, no touching.
You guys come round this side or come round the back?
Otherwise we can have a third group if it's... Why don't we maybe getting some of them stand on there, on the stage? Yeah. Okay, so look at this. This is where the Chor Sahib is. Even that has a Ramal on it. So when you lift your Chor Sahib, okay, you lift it so it doesn't touch the Ramal. When you do Chor Sahib, it always goes just over. Okay? And then when you're sitting on the Tabia, you see here, it's made out of wood here. So it's got enough room for your legs to go underneath so you can be nice and comfortable. Okay? Then this is the Rumallah Sahib. So what you do with the Rumallah Sahib is you gently fold it so that it doesn't fall, and you treat it with a lot of respect. Now look how clean everything is. The Rumallah Sahibs are very clean, and underneath the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, there's another sheet here, isn't it? So it's not just that Rumallah Sahib there, and even on this side, where you got the Guru Granth Sahib, where you got the Angs, underneath you got Rumallah Sahib that goes there. Okay? So then what you do is you lift these across. You see how much the Guru Granth Sahib is protected? You see how the Guru Granth Sahib is so special to us? We don't just leave it in a library. We don't just leave it in a hotel room. We treat the Guru Granth Sahib with a lot of respect. Okay? And then what you do is you lift this side like that, and there you got the Guru Granth Sahib. Now every day, the Guru Granth Sahib is like that. It's taken together, and then they let it open. And they let it open at any random ang. Okay? And then whatever ang that is, the shabd on this side, so there's a shabd there. What you do is, whatever the first shabd is, they will take the ang across, and you hold it with two hands, so it's no chance of it ripping. And then they look at where's the first shabd, and then that is the hukamnama for the day. Okay? It's ever what is the first shabd. So that every day, there's a hukamnama which can be relevant to anyone in the world. Okay? And every day the hukamnamas are different because it can open at a different ang. Okay? Now, what do we call? Do we call this a book?
No.
Why don't we call it a book?
Because it isn't a book.
No, it's like a living guru to us. Because our guru speaks to us. It gives us a hukamnama. The books on your shelves, like Harry Potter books or colouring books, they don't speak to you the way the Guru Granth Sahib speaks to you. Every day the Guru Granth Sahib gives you a new shabd for you to think about, the hukamnama. Yeah, the Guru Granth Sahib is very powerful. Okay? Why do we not call it a page? Why do we not call it a page?
Because it isn't
Yeah, what do we call it? Yes, Baji? Ang. Ang. What ang is like a part of the body. So for this is our living guru, and every ang is like a living part of that guru. Okay? Now look at it. Is it nicely decorated, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's very clearly written. And if you look at a lot of older Guru Granth Sahibs, they're called Larivar Sroop, which means they have no gaps, and all the Gurbani is joined together. And people that are better parties or more accomplished parties, they can depart from Larivar Sroop as well. Okay? And it's clearly printed, so the quicker you guys learn Punjabi and the more you concentrate in Punjabi school, the quicker you will learn, you should be able to read the Guru Granth Sahib. Because loads of people have learnt who don't know, like us, who basically born here, and we didn't know Punjabi, but now we can do part from the Guru Granth Sahib. Because actually it only takes about 2 weeks if you learn Punjabi properly. It doesn't take very long to learn Punjabi. When you have on the side here, you have ramals. So basically, afterwards, when people want to give a gift, it might be your birthday, it might be something else. And what some people do is they put a new ramalla on the Guru Granth Sahib. That's what that is. You've got a towel here, so at night time, when they take Guru Granth Sahib Ji and they basically close Guru Granth Sahib Ji and take him to Sukhasan, that is for Satkar because they put it on their head while they put all the sheets together when they do the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Okay? And that's called Sukhasan. Any questions on the Guru Granth Sahib Ji? Yes, Paji?
And the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is very delicate.
It's very delicate, yeah, but it's also very powerful. Because the words in it are very powerful, the wisdom in it is very powerful. Yes, Paji?
The Guru Granth Sahib Ji big.
Yeah, the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is big. You find this is actually quite a medium size. Some Guru Granth Sahib Jis are much, much bigger. And you get some Guru Granth Sahib Jis that are small. And this is probably about a medium size. Okay? But the key thing is the Gurbani should be clear. Okay? Yes, Paji?
What does the front cover look like?
What does the front cover look like? If you put it, it's called a jeld. Well, it's going to be hard for me to actually show you without actually taking the Ramallah off the side. But basically, if you look at it here, I'll put this on here. It's got a very strong bind on it to protect it. So you see that?
Wow.
So it's quite big and thick. And that is there to protect the Guru Granth Sahib. And it actually wraps around. So on this side, it'll be flapped around. So when you actually close the Guru Granth Sahib, there's another one, so even in the middle, it protects it there as well. So it's got that thick binding all the way around it. And that's why when you do Prakash in the morning, they put these 2 Ramales on the side, and that one goes under the cover, and on top all the angs of the Guru Granth Sahib are placed on top, and then you have the shard on top. Okay? Yes, Baji?
How much units does it have?
How many angs does it have? That's a good question. The exact number is...
1430.
Yeah, 1430. 1430. Okay? Which is not as many as Harry Potter book. So all the time you guys spent reading Harry Potter, you could have read the Guru Granth Sahib. Okay? But there's a lot of wisdom. You got thousands of years of wisdom here. So all like the Bhagat Baniya, the Pattanda Baniya, and all the Bani from the Gurus as well. So you got thousands of years of wisdom here.
I've got a small thing to look at and I always read it in the morning.
Okay. In terms of Gotka, yeah, Gotka has certain Baniya, certain parts from the Guru Granth Sahib, like Japji Sahib or Panj Baniya and Sukhmani Sahib, etc. But you treat it with respect. So you always cover it with a Ramal Sahib and you never put it on the floor. Anybody else got any questions? Are all of you realise that the Guru Granth Sahib is not just Ramals? So you know what we actually do Chor Sahib too? That there's actually Gurbani here. Yeah, do you all understand that? And Gurbani is there in a written form. So Gurbani is there to read. The Guru Granth Sahib is not here just so that we can decorate it. The Guru Granth Sahib is here so we read it as much as possible and we understand it. Do you understand that? So what I want you to do is I want you to get confident enough with your Punjabi and that you can read the Guru Granth Sahib. And when you finish doing part, you see like this, we basically put the shards back so both pay angs of the Guru Granth Sahib, that side and this side, are totally covered, it's totally protected. And then you take the bigger or larger Ramala Sahib and then you allow that to come back and look how beautiful it is. So all the time the Guru Granth Sahib is beautifully decorated. And then you do Chor Sahib on top. Does everybody understand that? So now, when you come to the Gurdwara, you can do Joridan Seva downstairs, you can do Langar Di Seva, but if you don't full Ishnan and you're wearing your Bana, yeah, and you've got your Hajuriya, and you're doing everything to the proper rules, then you can ask, like my son Mahavir Singh, he often goes to the Gurdwara and he does Chor Sahib, he's only 4 years old, but he will do Chor Sahib. So all of you can do Chor Sahib, but make sure you're nice and clean and hygienic, okay? Does everybody understand that? Okay, so I want you to Matha Tek, and then slowly follow your Sevadars downstairs, okay? Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.